gap needed to be filled. So that's what you need to get to. Oh, you wrote a test today, you didn't pass it. Oh, I have failed it. Oh, did you fail? It's just a gap. It was a gap. There was something there that you were meant to have known. You were meant to have known that you didn't know, or you were meant to have noted that you didn't note, or that you forgot. So honestly, when you hear that, oh, a child of God doesn't fail, you say, how can you say that? The truth, wait, hear me. That you did not pass an exam does not mean you have failed. It was just that you did not mess up. He said you are just trying to use rhetoric words. It's semantics. It's not about semantics. Failure itself is a nature. So you don't have a failure nature. That you did not pass an exam doesn't mean that you failed. There is room for receipt. You didn't just meet up. Because the truth is, by the time we begin to paint failure as a final end, that's when you see people say, oh, my life, it's just a life of failure. No, you are not a failure. You are not a failure. That you did not pass the interview, that you did not pass the exam, doesn't make you a failure. You are not a failure. There were just some things you did not know that you need to know now. You need to find out about those things. It's a gap. In consulting, there's what they call the TLNA, the training learning need analysis. So they said, what is the difference between the man at the gate and the managing director? They said the difference between the man at the gate, which is the gate man, and the managing director is the entry level. What I mean, the entry level, not entry level, bank entry level, or executive level. No, is when the information was accessed. The managing director accessed some information early in his path. That's why he could get to the managing director role. So the difference between the gate man and the managing director is a skill gap. First is the knowledge, because the knowledge builds into the skill. Knowledge is what you build into skill. So first is the knowledge gap. So there's some things the managing director knows that the gate man doesn't know. There's some skill over the time built based on the knowledge that the managing director have, and that he has honed. I mean, used over time, used perpetually, that has become a skill that the gate man doesn't have. So it's just the entry level. That's a difference. It is enabling you. Don't fear. In few days, we'll be in summer. No season lasts. Winter has come and gone. Spring is already carrying his bag to go. We'll be in summer in few days. And summer will be another 2.5 months or so. And you are not going to sleep in summer forever. After summer, we move back to autumn. Seasons don't last. Get to do what you need to do in every season and move. You are not going to sleep. If somebody is still sleeping now and thinking it's winter, that person is hallucinating seriously, and they need to wake the person out of his sleep and say, wake up, summer, it's almost summer, winter left. I'll give this analogy, and I'll just close my Bible. I did not even share what I wanted to share today. In January, I went to one of the M&S shops. I wanted to buy a jumper. I actually did not want to buy a jumper. I saw a jumper in December. I love that jumper, and this year I must get it. It was a button one. Lovely, very lovely. And there were two, because most time I like to buy two things. Don't buy two things at a time. It's always better for lasting. When I got in there, I got to that line. I didn't see it. I went to one of the attendants and said, there were some jumpers. He said, oh, we already flushed them out for winter sales. Well, this was January. This was just middle of January, and it was still freezing cold. So we're already stocking for spring. I said, stocking for spring. That means they were thinking far ahead. They were not living in the moment of time. Listen, enjoy your moment. I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy your moment, because enjoy the moment you are. But don't live fully in the moment. All those